We're doing Devote to assure the cardiovascular safety of insulin degludec. This is something we feel quite confident about based on both EMA and PMDA evaluations. But obviously the FDA requires some more data, and so we've pulled together a massive effort to get this trial up and running and to definitively demonstrate the cardiovascular safety of insulin degludec.
Devote will be a huge trial. We have 7,500 patients included, and it's going to run for up to 5 years, or until we have collected a sufficient number of events needed to establish the safety profile of insulin degludec.
This is a trial we've set up in a relatively short period of time. We are at our first investigator meeting 8 months from when the idea for the trial was kicked off.
Timing in Devote is of the essence, as we need to gather the cardiovascular data needed for the interim analysis and eventually to bring and make insulin degludec available for US patients.
We designed degludec for the patients, and we're doing Devote for the patients.
We're having the investigator meeting, and not only this meeting, but a series of 5 meetings for the Devote program, simply to kickstart the sites to get ready to enroll the patients. And we have developed a scientific program that is so interesting, so the investigators, but also all other attendees, will leave the meeting and think they have really got some benefits out of the meeting.
Well, I wanted to know more about the protocol, inclusion and exclusion criteria, the titration. So far, I'm getting what I need to know.
I think this is an exciting insulin, and we'll find out, hopefully prove that it's a safe insulin for treating type 2 diabetes.
It's an exciting proposition to actually think about giving our patients the opportunity to use a new basal insulin that has pharmacokinetic properties, pharmacodynamic properties that allow us to change the role of insulin in how we treat type 2 diabetes.
The biggest surprise is the fact that the criteria for entry into the trial have been very simplified, so that the vast majority of patients who have type 2 diabetes, who require to be on a basal insulin, are going to be good candidates for this trial.
Our basic strategy for recruitment is from our own practice, from our own database.
We had a great meeting about how to engage and converse with the patient, so that raises the level of our clinical skills in keeping patients engaged in this kind of a trial. They're going to be able to titrate their own insulins. I think it's going to be great.
Well, the key to success here is retaining our patients. They will not be withdrawn for any reason, and I think that'll get this medicine on the market.
Retention is obviously one of the best goals, so we definitely want to keep a lot of contact with our patients. That's the way to ensure that they'll stay in the study, by keeping in touch with them, showing that we honestly do care about their benefits. So that's definitely our priority.
It's a challenge, but a challenge I think everybody's willing to try to fight for.
We're ready to go. We already have our first patient potentially recruited for November 4th.
Our success is heavily depending on how close we can collaborate across boundaries.
Collaborating with your trial managers, collaborating with your site, with the field staff, with the vendors, and just making sure that everybody's on the same page.
All of my expectations were met. I got all the information that I need to be well equipped as a monitor to answer questions at my site and to be more effective in helping my sites with this protocol.
I'm incredibly confident, highly confident, extremely confident that we're going to succeed. But more importantly, the investigators in the Devote trial are top-notch, and I think will ensure the success of this trial.
I'm very excited. I'm feeling that I'm a part of the team that is creating the future. Very, very nice feeling.
I see the enthusiasm, I see the experience, the knowledge, the skills, the tools that we're giving them. We're going to do this.